I've talked a lot about 3D printing and how you can take stuff that exists and, well, make it again. In a lot of cases, make it better. So in that vein, I want to show off a print that I've been asked to make. Greetings, Dave here, DCP Effects. How's 2023 treating you so far? Interesting for me. Lots of work in the office, which I guess is a good thing. Anyway, this is something I was asked to print by Guillaume. A big surprise there. And he said, I have this. So you might have noticed a bit of a trend here. I'm doing a lot of stuff, a lot of Wild Force stuff, a lot of Lunar Ranger stuff for Guillaume. Funny, the person who reached out to him in order to get the Lunar Q made, which is right there, my copy, which I will be finishing eventually. I reached out to me just because she hadn't been able to reach him, so I just was a miscommunication, and it's all good. So I think this probably is for the same person. Who knows? Anyway, let me just take this heads down, and we'll show off a little bit of what we got going on here. So this is the 2. So this is my, oh yeah, it's all part of being a prop maker. This is my Japanese version. This is the version of the toy. It has, whoops, let me get that in the frame there. Has that and the strap so you can wear it like the character did in the show. So this is the toy. This is the print. You might notice something a little different here. A little bit different in size, which makes sense. This one, a little small in my hands. This one, much better. So Guillaume's even got to the point where we have the details inside. Now this part is something that I talked to him about because I said, he gave it to me in one piece. I said, there's no way that these are going to print well because you're going to have supports. Or this, or the top's going to look like garbage because you're printing it that way to get the details inside. So I said, why don't you make it 2 pieces? So this actually is a piece that comes out. But if you look at them, done the right way, even the details inside. So, it's all good. Let me take this back up top. So yeah, like I said, this is kid size. It's not bad. It's not bad. But you bring it up and you go, how do they do it? Wild access. Ha! That's backwards. Wild access. Ha! So that's how they do it. Now this one is a much better size. If I was going to, this looks like the right size for someone my size. Obviously someone smaller would probably do very well with this. And it's a fun story. I was talking with someone's asked me to make this because he saw some of my videos about showing off. I have a video on my morphers that does really, really well. And he said, can you make me that? I said, oh, I probably could. I haven't really finished it. So now that Guillaume has it, I might just ask Guillaume if I can just, print one for this guy and, call it a day. But, where's it going? He reached out to me and said, you have that. They're really valuable. He said, I have one mint in box. He says, that's even more valuable. I think they were, last time I looked on eBay, they were going like $400 US because it's mint in box. Because this is from 2001. This show is listed on here on the back luckily I can read some Japanese, so it's not so bad. But it is Bandai 2001 because that's when Wild Force was. Well, that's when Gao Ranger was. And Wild Force followed after that. So yeah, and they always make these things kid size. They always have. Even something like the SPD Morpher, which came a couple seasons after this, it still was a decent size, but really not exactly, prop size or show size. This is very cool. This is, like I said, this is a good size. The other piece is printing right now, and then I have to just print the hinge, and then this. But that is coming up soon. So that's just something I want to show off. I want to show you, it's nice that you can take this because like the details on here, granted this is in natural, so you can't really see it here. I'll put it in front of my shirt here. See a little bit better there. It's not going to work because I'm going to get out of focus. But the details are really pretty much spot on. So the modeler did a really good job on bringing this together. It looks great. Now, it'll look better with a coat of primer on it, and it'll look more like, you know, an actual prop. But yeah, no, it looks really great. I'm really happy to be able to knock it out, because Guillaume was like, holy smokes, that's amazing. Well, yeah, and I said to him, you know, you had so many things printed, I wouldn't, you know, at this point, since I've made so many things for you, kind of got like, yeah, Dave will make it look good. Which I have. Just to interject in here really quickly, I've noticed that my numbers on YouTube sort of, they go up and they go down. Over the last day, I gained 2 people and then lost 2 people. So if you're here and you're just checking this out, and you probably are not subscribed, because looking at my analytics, most of my viewers, 95% of them are not subscribed to the channel. So if you're liking this content, if you could subscribe, just hit that button, and that would be great. I really would appreciate it. So that's just all I want to talk about today. This is very cool. This is going to be a neat prop when it's done. And, you know, the deal I have with Guillaume is he sends it to me. He says, yeah, make one for yourself if you want. So I probably will end up making one for myself too, so I can have an actual size one. One of these days, I'll get a Merrick jacket. Someone has made one. It's not quite the right colors, but it's close to it. And I can add that to my cosplay. So I can have a Star-Lord and I can have a Merrick. I do sometimes do my beard into the little chin strap thing that Merrick has. So easily done. It's just a matter of zipping this down and good to go. So that is today's video. That is what I want to talk about today. Now, if you caught my year end, I'm not streaming later today. I'm moving the stream to from Fridays to Wednesday at about 7:30. It just makes more sense. More people can get to it later at night. So it won't be like an afternoon thing. It'll be an evening thing. No, for me, if you're on the left coast, it'll be a mid-afternoon thing for you. So I'm just coming up with some ideas of what I'm going to do for the stream for the 11th. It is 11th, right? I'll tell you it's 5th, so yeah, 11th. So that's what's going to happen next week. So I'm just taking this week off while I get some things together. So that is today's video. Hope everyone's having a great day. We'll talk to you all later.